Hey everyone, here is I've made a video about this before and I'm going to keep doing it, but it's the Patreon that I made to try to help get more financial tools out to people. So it's a Patreon. You don't need to sign up. You don't need to log in. You don't need to become a member. You don't need to buy it either. I'll put a link in the description. You just go to the Patreon and then click. I only have one thing on it right now because it takes me a while to make these. And you just click what you want. If you want the monthly expense tracker, you click it. The top download here that says XLSX, that's if you have like Excel spreadsheet. And the ODS should work for most other Excel-like programs like Google Sheets. I made the expense tracker using Google Sheets, so that should work fine for most people. All right, and so here's the expense tracker. When you open it, there's probably going to be a little yellow banner up here that says Enable Editing. Just click Enable Editing. That way you can change if it's monthly, annual, weekly, or none for how it's going to be calculated over here. It's pretty straightforward to me. It's your expenses, when they're due, how much you owe, the remaining amount. That's super optional. You don't have to put that in there. And then this is the most helpful thing I think is where it's like, hey, I pay mortgage or rent once a month, but I pay for food every week, or every year. um, and yeah, it's really on this side, like this is my my opinion is that like it's easier to track your expenses kind of like in groupings, but not like, hey, debt. Don't just take all of this and go debt and then just, you know, like your credit cards, you have different ones. Like maybe this one's on like the 14th, you know, and maybe it's $80, or maybe it's $280. Everything over here will update. I just pointed with my hand. Everything over here will update based off of the selections you make on the left. So I try to divide it kind of like in the middle there. So if I were to change this mortgage to weekly, do you see how this changed? Because if you spend that much, or if you put it to annual, it does the math for you in these little cells. And what you can do is say after you put in this information, which is specific to you, I just put in examples. You can delete all of it. It doesn't matter. Like just, oh, I don't have that. I don't have an Xbox membership. I don't have a phone. I don't have a car, insurance, whatever. You can delete whatever you want. Type in whatever you want. It'll adjust over here. But then your pay. So this is, oh, okay. I make $500 every 2 weeks. So with your current expenses over here, calculated here, it'll take what you make minus what you owe, and it'll tell you on a monthly basis. Oh, this got cut off a little bit. On a monthly basis, hey, you're going to be $3,737.17 short. You know, if you these are set to autofill because I'm not like an expert, so ignore these. If you get paid monthly, just type in what you get paid for your monthly, and then just ignore the other cells if you're not getting paid monthly. And then yeah, like if hey, my mortgage is some magical 1,200 number for some reason, and I don't have a car payment, I don't have any credit card debt, it's gonna adjust over here. It's like, oh, okay, well, if you're disciplined with these numbers, you'll have $442 at the end of the month. That's not a lot to work with, honestly. Other than that, it shouldn't cost you anything to use this. And if it helps you visualize where your money's going, I mean that's a big thing right there, is just visualizing where your expenses are. All right, well, have a good day. Hopefully that helped.